What is up, guys? Welcome back here to another Call of Dragons drama content. Today we're looking into again from the server 59 to 62, and we have Sleepy Secretary giving us some information here coming from the War Alliance. This is supposed to be the neutral alliance of the server, so he is going to be giving us both sides of the stories in here. Both sides have been talking about like one side is correct and the other side is wrong, and they're doing it vice versa. So today we're gonna hear it from a neutral alliance from the war. All right, what is up, buddy?
All right, here we go. To begin with, I need to set the stage. We need to know who's who and what's going on.
Okay.
So, we have 4 servers. We have 59, 60, 61, and 62. Yesterday, or previously, Mythic explained how 60 was with the witch. And I feel like you guys have an idea how the server 60 was. Instead of that, I would like to go a little bit more back and talk about the remaining people. Because what's going on right now is a combination, the betrayal, the fighting, and I'm gonna enter all that. I am from server 59, which is the server that I want to start talking about. I have named the server of the high schoolers. Basically, you know the high school drama, this person did that person did that. That's basically what the server is all about. I would like to say to begin with that this server actually never has had a real war. Every single war that happened ended in, let's say, 24 hours or 30 hours, with the leadership giving up and the members just joining the opposite team. And this has happened several times. So, if you talk about 59 right now, where they are located is at the top corner in Dalaran and now Nuvola and towards Lorkang. They are known as MIR at the current time. And within this MRR, the leadership is Server 62, basically, by the way. Server 62 was one of the weakest server of the 4. They don't have anything special going on, but their leadership, they stick through. The thing with 59, they got annihilated. So they are the alliance that joined others. Now, I would like to tell you how 59 gets into the picture. Because this goes against with what happened in previous video with the AH and all, like the drama. This is how it started. Before this season started, as in pre-season, in Burning Lands, the server was called 59, so it was DK59. Alright? They joined Burning Lands. They had like 6 sister alliances. There were like 150, 180 people. They felt like they were gonna dominate this scenery. And they had 2 leaders, Sultan and Ahmed. Those 2, they wanted to unite the entire Burning Lands, take control, and try to win. Before the season started, they spoke with the 60, 61, and 62. Here, War Alliance said that, you know what, buddy? We just want to fight. This game is PP. We want to stay neutral. We want to war everyone.
Who said that again?
So what? War.
Okay.
From 61. But then Sultan and Ahmed, they actually pissed them off. Like, they were like, okay, we're gonna beat you guys. If you don't unite, like, it's just not gonna work. Therefore, DK started in Burning Lands. And I kid you not, within 12 hours, the DK Alliance was sweating. All their members was getting destroyed, hospitalized, everything. War has like 5, 6, maybe 7 super whales. Like, people with 2 million troops. So they just annihilate everyone. Like, if you had troops out, if you were farming, they were in the hospital, you just couldn't fight. And DK people, they actually had issues here. Nobody was leading them. Like, it was a full day. I was online 22 hours. I didn't sleep the moment the server got up. And the only leadership we had that day was that one R4 guy logging in and screaming, "Boy, let's go!" And then they just, deploy and attack. And then once they got annihilated, they would go AFK for like another 6 hours. And by the way, I did tell you that they had like 5, 6 alliances, right? So there were multiple forts dropping, and maybe I can show it in my screenshot here. If I remember correct, DK was actually at this corner here, and they had to go down around to fight. DK then had additionally down here and down here, this blue line, it was also DK. War Alliance was around here in the center. And behind them was another DK up here. And another DK alliance up here. So War was actually in the center of 4 or 5 alliances. But in the end, the leadership, as I told you, the server of high schoolers, right? Like they just quit. They can't handle it.
Hmm.
After within 30 hours, actually 22 hours, they quit. The leadership never logged in. The members didn't know what to do. They started recalling back towards the edge here, and war people like they were first after blood after what happened preseason, as in they want to declare war. So they want just to zero people. They were actually a little bit pissed, I guess.
Hmm.
So what happened was that DK they actually disbanded here.
Okay.
But before the disband, there's another thing I need to tell you about DK people. Have you guys seen the movie Too Fast Too Furious? Like Dan Wiesel about family, like the bond, whatnot. DK people actually believes this to be the moral of the game. They feel like everyone is a family. Okay? So that means that if someone quits or if someone does anything, the remaining are supposed to follow as a sheep. So there are two leaders, Ferocity and Splash. They were R4 at the time. They wanted to figure out how to make the best deal out of the alliance because Sultan and Ahmed they quit the game, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So what happens is that these guys are like, okay, we need to make a deal. What are we gonna do? Then they ask War, can we join you guys as our own alliance? And War is like, you know what? We just wanna fight. And they even said that they hate it. Like, imagine you hit someone because you want to attack, and then they turn their back and want to hug you because they want to be a family.
Yeah.
Like, that's basically it. Like, you hit someone and they're like, please don't hit us. We want to be your family.
Yeah.
So they actually hated that. And before they decided anything, Splash and Ferocity, they actually talked with AH, and at this time, Suf Discret was the R4. This
Okay.
is where the drama starts. Now we are getting closer. This is where the drama starts. And they actually made a deal that they will move to the alliance. Now I'm telling you, if you play this game, okay, you have your alliance, you have your own people,
Mhm.
and another alliance asks you, hey, can we resurgence, by the way, and be part of the alliance? Like, what will you do at that point? I assume what you will do is that, sure, we can always use more users, like
Yeah.
members, whatnot. We will absorb you to our main alliance.
Yep.
Which means at the beginning, if you have your main alliance and sister alliance like H1, H2, H3, you're gonna sort the players according to their strength, activity, power. Like, who wouldn't do that?
Yep.
But as I told you, family, Too Fast, Too Furious, whatnot. DK joins Zolan, and they fully expect to be their own alliance while still connecting to benefits of AH.
Okay.
And nobody understands why this is going to be drama, except themselves. They feel like, this is fine. And now they create their own name. I think it was called Zero Tolerance, and they had this funny announcement called Winners of 59, like on the Alliance page. It was super hilarious. I'm also from 59. I was also in DK,
Okay.
by the way. I left day one because I have an issue with when leadership abandons me. I was in Zone 1, I was in the Eternal Flame. Leaders quit on me.
Mhm.
Then I went to IMH. They quit on Zone 3. So I just left that place as well. And now in this season, DK management leaves me and I leave again. When I joined War, I told my leader, Bull, the first thing is that, dude, no matter what, I will stay loyal to you. But the moment you abandon me, I will fuck off. Like, I said that day one.
Yep. Okay.
Now all these family people, they are raging at me. They are mad because apparently I betrayed them because I'm no longer part of the family because I didn't want to go with them. So I am the only one who joined War day
Okay.
one, and I've been in War ever since. I made R4 today, so obviously I'm apparently useful for them. So that's good, I guess.
Yeah.
That's good. So the thing is, these people, they hate me. At start, I just want to move on. But throughout the first week, they kept insulting me in DMs. I received like 100 people of DMing every single day, and I just got fed up at the end, and I started being toxic. I started to hunt them down. I started to kill the farmers. Like I'm just targeting them now for fun because when I say a DK person, I just call them DK dogs and go for them. Like I just like to hit
Now the
because I
DK
want to attack something.
dogs or the DK are still in the alliance in Zero. Is it still there
Yes.
or is it disbanded?
No, we are getting to that now. I just want to
Okay.
have this preface expression of family because this is important to the story.
Okay.
Now they are in AH. And remember I told you at the beginning that DK had like 6 sister alliances?
Oh yeah, it's a lot.
These
Yeah.
alliances, they broke up because many people quit, many people spread. They basically turn on to two alliances, DK and DH. Basically, both are Ds. DK Alliance name changed to Zero Tolerance, and they were part of AH Sisters. But then a mini war happens with DH, okay, in the Zolan. A mini war happens. I don't actually know who's involved, but the moral of the story is that DK wants to help DH. But then AH are very diplomatic and says like, sit down. You're not allowed to fight. We are in charge. We decide. So you're not allowed to help DH. Because when they join Zolan, they join DH. AH, sorry. And when then AH is AH diplomacy that matters, right? You can't just do whatever you want when you join someone else.
Yeah.
So DK was salty that they couldn't help their own sister alliance.
Wait. Sorry, hold on. Let me get this right. There's no
Yeah.
more D, because he changed it to Zero Tolerance, right? So there's no more D.
Yes.
So-
But remember, I told you they're like family, so they still stay in touch.
Okay.
Yeah, so they joined Zolan, they joined another alliance, and then they are told that they're not allowed to be themselves because they joined.
But they're
AH
fighting.
just want to.
But they're fighting the Zero Tolerance Alliance this time. The Zero Tolerance Alliance is the one that has having the civil war, the mini civil war.
Not yet. It was a sister alliance, DH.
The
DH
sister
also
alliance.
joined. I don't know their name. I think they're Arch or something.
So
I don't know their name.
Okay. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's so confusing. Basically, okay, let me try to refrain just to make it easier. The main DK alliance goes to Zolan to join AH, and they change name to Zero Tolerance. That's part one.
Yeah.
The sister alliance, DH, they go to Zolan as well. I don't know what their name is at that point because I feel like they didn't matter.
Okay.
But then the sister alliance, the DH, the small group, gets in a mini war, like a small war. So when the bigger sister alliance, as in DK, as in Zero Tolerance, want to help, AH tells them you are not allowed to have that fight because we are diplomatic in Zolan. If you look Zolan right now, it looks like China low density where everyone is living across of each other. Like they're built so close, nobody's hitting farms. I think they had a mock battle. Like everyone is just next to each other. It's very like tight. When I look,
do you know what caused the issue?
The issue was that the main alliance were not supposed to help their sister alliance because they were no longer their own alliance. They were AH alliances. So the AH decided who did what.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Kind of confusing because they just fought the war because somebody is leading them, or I'm confused.
Okay, so imagine. Okay, how to put this? Let's say we are Team 1, okay? And we have a sister alliance, Team 2. We lost war in Burning Lands, both of us.
Yes.
Okay? So we need to resurgence. Now we are asking Team 3 if we can join them.
Yeah.
Alright? When we join Team 3, Team 1 and Team 2 stay still separated. Like they're not Team 3. They're still Team 1 and 2, just at Team 3. So all three teams are in Zolan.
Yes.
Yes. Now a sister alliance, let's say Team 2, fights at Team 4, like a different team.
Yeah, but why did they had this argument in the first place? What was the main issue?
The main argument is that AH, who is now the main alliance, didn't want to start a bigger war. So they had to be diplomatic. So they were like, okay, this fight we will not join.
No. I'm saying is like, why did that even came into play? Why did they even have to dislike each other basically once they resurge? Is it about land or is it about members? Is what I mean.
They just couldn't help each other. Like the bigger alliance couldn't help the smaller ones. They couldn't help the family members because of diplomatic reasons.
Okay.
So what happened is that DK people or Zero Tolerance started fuming about this Greek soup, and they were like, okay, this guy's betraying us. And the AH was trying to, absorb the better players. As we said, if another alliance joins you, you want to categorize them and get the better players into your alliance.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah. So yeah, that's exactly normal. And they were so confused. I don't know why, but they were super confused. So you know what DK does at this point?
Okay.
They resurges once more. They go to the north. They go to, I guess, is it Forgotten Lands or is it Dalaran?
Dalaran.
Yeah. So what happens is that the resurgence once more, and they join 62, where we now get the MIR.
Okay, so
This is how MIR happened.
Oh my god!
If we look at this is juicy. So DK Alliance, like some people call them cockroaches because you scatter them, you smash them, and they always come back. They're lost in Burning Lands. They're lost in Zolan, and now they are on their third strike in at the north. So they just keep coming back.
Oh my
Okay.
god, I can't believe you just called your previous team cockroach.
I mean, yeah. As I told you, when we're done with this video, nobody's gonna have respect for me, which is fine.
Wait. I'm just gonna insert this to everyone. I think this video is quite neutral. I mean, he's giving both sides, of the story in here. Oh, so that's the person who messaged me, Binky. Yeah, that's the
Okay.
guy. So he or she, whatever, messaged me, and I was telling him or her that give me proof. Because this player was saying that, oh, you're only taking one side. I'm like, I told her, like, or him, it's like, yeah, if I listen to one side and, I listen to your side, do this investigation, I can still be wrong. So it's better to come from people that are in the server to speak up. So I told this person, like, come and speak up into the channel and provide your version of the story, because one side is going to say they're right, one side is going to say they're right. I'll never get it correct. You know what I mean? It's like the news.
Yes.
When you watch a
Yes.
news center, you're never going to get it right. So and he
Yes.
got mad at me and whatever. Is like, you're like, oh, basically it's like childish or whatever. Like, I just told him, give me proof. Let's make a video. I think that's very respectful.
Yes.
You know.
And now I'm gonna give you all a street secret. Do you see the Z and the icon at the end of
Okay.
Pharaoh? This is an icon that Splash and Pharaoh made together. I will actually, by the way, say that they are amazing people.
So these are each group. So these are group.
These are DK. These
Oh,
are
DK.
DK.
DK. Okay.
And everyone you see with this icon and Z in the front, and they are the family, okay?
Okay.
They are a pack. So Binky and I guess Rife's Havoc and whatnot, they are all 62. But the 59 people, DK people, have joined.
So they absorb them, give them leadership
Yes.
role
Yes.
to gain the
Like,
trust. Yeah.
Yeah, so these are DK people who joined MRR.
Okay.
So now you have it, like the setup so far. DK people went north. They lost in Burning Lands. They lost in Zolan.
But not everyone,
and
though,
now,
right? Not everyone
not
went to
everyone.
north. Okay.
No, not everyone. Like some of are in war because they stayed in Burning Lands.
But still,
Some of them
are still in
Yeah?
are still with the AH, right? Some.
Yes, that's
Okay.
true as well. Some are also in GC, who's known as FG. I think they just changed name. And I'm not sure if there's any in Hive. We'll get into Hive later. I promise you.
You
That's
know-
gonna be another drama.
I'm gonna insert something in here because
Yes.
in the game the communication usually breaks down. So have you seen those passing messages? Somebody tells one guy and then if you pass the message to the next guy, it's like a chain, and the
Yes.
message gets lost. This is pretty much what happens in the game as well.
Yes.
All right, so let's go. I love it.
Okay. Now we are starting to get to the fighting side. Okay. MRR right now wants to defeat AH. They want revenge, and they want especially revenge on Soup.
Okay, why do they want revenge? Because they haven't, in the story that you're telling me, they haven't really faced each other yet. So what's the backstory of the revenge here?
So the revenge story here is that when they got absorbed, they were not expecting that. The DK Alliance, again, the family bond, like they have a
Ah.
group chat, they wanted to be their own. So they feel like when they research to Zolan, they feel like they got betrayed, lied to, manipulated,
So
as in taken advantage of.
the main issue right now is not 62 versus 60. Is it 61?
Not yet. Like we'll get to that as well.
But
like,
I mean, sorry,
that-
but the issue here
this
right
is
now,
right now.
MIR. But the issue right now with MIR is basically coming from the 59 people.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that is true. So
Okay.
far, is one part of the story. The second part involves Shazam and such. We'll get to that as well. Hive as well. We'll get to that as well. It's because there are two parts in this.
All right, guys, make sure to subscribe and like onto the video. By the way. All right, keep going.
Okay, so now we know why MIR wants to beat the AH, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this is the story of 59. And another thing in 59 is that, remember as I said earlier, that I had an abandonment issues, that I was in 3 different alliances?
Yeah.
I never really liked any of the people in 59. Some were cool, but not the majority. So if people saw my name, like Sleepy Secretary, I'm gonna reveal my real name here. My real name is Emre, okay? In Danish accent, it sounds like Imra.
Imha. Okay.
And yeah, and therefore my real nickname is Emma.
Okay. At first, I thought you were a woman.
Exactly. The thing is, entire server 59 did that, and I never claimed a gender.
Hmm.
They were so mad at me when they found out that I was a guy in season S1 plus. In season S1 plus. Imagine you played an entire season with me, and you never got this.
It's-
I mean, some people already knew
Yeah.
because I told them, but not many. So this DK 59 people, right? They feel betrayed by me as well.
Well, that's their own
And
fault. I mean, but wait, hold on. You have a picture of a kind of like a girl though, or what?
no, I mean, I love anime, right? I love
Yeah.
anime, so I have anime pictures. Like there's a girl called Hidoribochi, like
Okay, good.
Hidoribochi, like it's like a life and slice, like it's super silly. If you watch it, only
Does
watch episode 1, please. It's too wild, like it's too boring, whatnot. Just watch episode 1, that's enough.
wait? So these guys who
The
are upset with you, did they like flirt with you in the beginning, or?
I don't really know. Like, I just try to upset people. I'm the type who will go into Tamers set and piss people off just because I feel like the game is boring.
Oh, I love you.
Uh, I,
I love you
yeah,
for that because I do that sometimes.
yeah. Like people can trash talk me. I don't care. Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
if it's anything, I'm like, okay,
Oh
this
my
chat
god.
just keeps growing. So many people get spaded. Like another funny thing is in DK59 there was a guy called Itachi. He bullied a girl in their alliance, right?
Uh
And
huh.
this girl, she quit.
Oh.
She quit because of the bully. And then her husband also played the game. They played together. He wanted to take revenge on Itachi. So when there was this DK group, like a group chat, he will screenshot me everything and several other people. So like another funny thing was like there's a guy called Dombey and Voss, I think. What they want to was that they joined AH, they joined the GC. What they wanted was that they want to play solid. They want to be R4, and if they get rotated R5, they want to disband the alliance.
Mm.
Like imagine DK people want to do that. They want to get high and then disband the alliance.
That's
All these got leaked by the husband of the girl who got bullied.
that's dirty.
So there was internal conflicts as well in Zolan. But anyway,
That's not Shazam yet, right? That's not Shazam yet.
that's not Shazam. This is
Okay.
still DK people.
Okay.
So basically, this is basically the whole idea of DK as an MRR versus AH right now. Discrete soup, right?
Okay.
This actually covers it. Now I would like to move on to Shazam, if that's okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so Shazam, I personally didn't play with him, but I had countless of sleepless nights of fun going through everything. I also made a video that this server knows. And that video, like, it's just an anime episode of 4 minutes. I changed subtitles of everything. I spent like 12 hours on it, and everyone lost when they watch it. Because they're like, okay, dude, that's so Shazam.
Okay. Send me
So
this link.
here's-
Send me this link. Okay.
I will
Later.
send you a link. Yeah, the thing is, I couldn't upload it on YouTube because it's anime, so it was like copyright. So I sent it on Dailymotion.
Okay.
Yes. So basically, what happened with Shazam is that Shazam, if you look at him, if you talk with him, he's a cool guy. He talks from his heart. He says everything.
Mm.
Issue is that he just doesn't keep it.
Oh.
Yeah. So basically, there in server 1, like season 1, like at the beginning, everyone was in this alliance, and Shazam was one of the leaders, I guess. Like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah, yeah.
I didn't play it there. It is just what I'm told. When they do behemoths, it will be like just dodge. Like there's even meme about that. People are like, just dodge, dodge. You can dodge. Like that's it. That's leading apparently, according to him, because he said that, and then people should just dodge it. Like that's the kind of leadership he is.
Okay.
Like, he says it obvious, and then he's like trying to take credit of it because it was him. So what happens was that Shazam basically told people a lot of strategies, told people that they should do the one way or the other way. Like his leadership was so bad that the whales in his alliance wanted to bail out. They just didn't want to play with him any longer.
So is this
Because-
where Crazy Doctor comes in as well?
Yes, but Crazy Doctor also enters a little bit with the witch, and I'm gonna start a huge drama on this episode of your video that the half of the server doesn't know yet about Shazam and witch. But I will get to that. This is just spoiler, but I will get to that soon. I promise.
Okay.
So basically, Shazam, like let's just get into it. Shazam was I call him the weakest T5 because he's always a man child crying. Okay. He's like the guy that if he loses or if he can't do it, then he's like, it's because I don't have T5. And then when people are asking him, okay, when are you getting T5? Because he constantly talks about it. He spends money, by the way, which is why they're asking. You don't ask a free to play or low spender when they get T5.
Yeah.
But Shazam is like, oh, don't worry, I'll get it next week, and then I will come stronger, right? So there's even a meme right now where they say, bro, T5 next week, I got you. So and he says that every single week. He says that every single week. So like next week T5 archers, next week again T5 archers. Like it's the same excuses.
Okay.
So people who talks with him feel like he's competent and they're getting somewhere, but in the end, the promises just doesn't make up. Also, like you know, like in WoW we have Joe. He's really good at building. He does all the builds. Like you need to have some people planning how you want to build and whatnot, right? All plans Shazam does is basically trash. Like you can just bin it. You can't use it.
Okay.
So this is the guy who was in leadership, and then after you play 3 months with him, people just get tired. This is the main reason that War wants to separate from him. And then he tells me that he's so sad because he feels like he betrayed, like his friends left him and whatnot, and he doesn't understand why.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we are coming. To this season, right? And we start on our own place. The funny thing is that he started an alliance called Free to Play and Pay to Win and all that. In his alliance announcement, it said that he was allies with War.
So let me get this right. Shazam is server 60,
61.
right? 61.
61.
With War and Crazy Doctor as
Yes.
well. And
Yes.
they were in the same alliance before.
I don't know about Crazy Doctor.
Okay.
But the rest, yes, were in the same alliance. So basically, Shazam keeps making promises and doesn't keep them. If you watch the video that I'm talking about, he's gonna give perfect examples.
Okay.
So when they broke up, like Shazam will write in his align page that he was allied with the War.
War. Okay.
Yeah, and Pay to Win, the sister alliance, was gonna enter Kaltia, and they were gonna enter Nuvola, and then I guess maybe Hollandale. I'm not sure. Maybe.
Okay.
As Zone 2, like we're talking about at the beginning. The moment Pay to Win entered Kaltia, right? Look our build. We rushed, and we rushed all the way to their rock. We didn't want to give it.
Okay.
And we destroyed them so hard. Like, I feel like the first 4 or 5 flags, they got auto-built by idle timer. We just constantly keep killing them.
Okay.
We didn't let them pass. And then Shazam was crying, aren't we friends? Like, what's going on? You know, he just didn't understand it. That War people didn't want to play with him.
Okay.
So Shazam all this time were just thinking, oh, War people, they just want to have fight, they just want to have fun. They will return to me eventually, right? Like that's what he thinks.
But
and he's the guy.
He's in the F2P alliance, though, right? You said.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's trying to build relations because he feels like all the other guys they'll just fight and then it will be fun later on, like they will return.
Okay.
That's his ideology. And while he does that, he goes north path, right? He goes this path, and then he speaks with all the people, and then he's like, you know, why people are behind me, like they're in my pocket, you know, like he speech talks them. He makes the usual deals that people usually like will realize eventually that he is just bullshitting.
Okay.
So what happened was that PC Alliance got founded here. PC Alliance had free-to-play people. Like it was basically Shazam's people merging with the MRR people, right?
Okay.
There were also some DC people that disagreed with in Zolan. They also went north.
Okay.
So when Zolan was splitting in two, like one of them went north and one of them stayed. So basically, BC is like Shazam people, DK people, and somewhat DC people. So Shazam is a heavy bullshitter basically, and he takes credit for everything. Like if you did something, let's say you did the strongest lord, you got rank 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
One way or another way, Shazam will somehow say that he maybe tutored you to get a rank 1 or something. Like take credit for it. Like that's the guy Shazam is.
Okay.
And then so what happens is that internal conflict starts here because there are so many deals that doesn't make sense. DK people doesn't like MC people. They kick each other. Like internal conflicts. Shazams get kicked. Right now, Shazam isn't the leader of free to play. War started a union with the free to play. I will get into that later. Actually, I should wrap this up first.
Okay, okay.
Shazam basically got removed everywhere. He got kicked from MRR. He got kicked from BC. He got kicked from free to play. Like regardless where he went, people realized he's just a bullshitter, and they wanted him gone.
Okay, but he's still in F2P as of today.
He is an MRR.
Oh, MRR.
Yeah, and also, or was it? Yeah, and that's only because they just wanted an additional T5 player to fight them.
Okay.
But Shazam is still the person who is like, if he can't get troops, he's like, the only reason I'm losing is because people doesn't send me resources so I can train troops.
What? Your T5?
Yes, but hey, I call him the weakest T5. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Then I was gonna talk about Union, right? Okay. So what happened is that people started fearing war. And the reason war existed was because they want to fight. Like, they really want PvP. We started burning lands. DK died in 1 day. We go cold here. Pay to win is sister alliance, so they're not that strong. We just denied them entrance. So now we end cold here. What do we do here? In burning lands, we insert Agoro. And in cold here, we insert Hollandale, okay? So we have both zones under control. What do you think rest of the server does? I'll tell you. They are all going Lorcan. They are all scared shitless of us that everyone went to Lorcan. And we are like, dude, we only had 1 day fun. We want more. We want more. Like, we want to do more. So we were like, okay, we don't like Shazam. We don't like DK people. And who should we help? Should we help east side, west side? Who do we help? We just want to fight, right? That was the idea. Then we found out that Shazam got kicked from free to play. And another person is now the lead. Then we told them, okay, as long as Shazam stays away, we can make a union.
Okay.
And then I kid not, through the union we go to Novola, and then we go Lorcan, and here you see free to play. This is basically war people and free to play people. So Koala, Gun, all the big whales are actually here. They are fighting AH, GC, and Hive because we're just bored.
Okay, wait, hold on. What I was told is that War is neutral, and they join F2P just for the fight, right? Because
just for the fun.
And then one of the things that was told to me is that it's because you guys saw AH, you know, they control their zone early on and they defeat whoever they defeated there, right? And this is probably why you guys are in the other side helping to fight against AH, because you kind of want a little bit of a balance, I guess. Is that true or not?
I will change it to make it a better example. I guess if MRR and BC was winning heavily and then AEH, Hive, GC were losing, there's actually a chance that we might have joined the west side to fight the MRR and BC.
But at the moment right now, you guys don't really care about each sides, right?
We are still neutral. We just want to have fun and fight.
Okay.
But it does look like AEH is the alliance that has a lot of control. That's true. Like I will give them credit for that.
Okay.
It does look like
they're
in Hive they're stronger. In Hive there's Whale. He's not at C5, but he's actually quite clever with the mechanics. I assume he has a huge experience from Rise of Kingdoms.
So basically, without War in this battle at the moment right now, AH would pretty much dominate the map.
AH, Hive, and GC, they will dominate the Lorcan for sure. Like, they will definitely. Also because, like, I don't really have trust in server's 59 fighting's capabilities, because as I told you, it's like a server of high school girls or something. They give up day one. Like, I never seen them fight more than 30 hours without giving up.
At some point, the War people need to like step back and let these guys fight it out, and then see who's, you know, maybe make a deal, whoever's going to be winning the center, because as you guys are pretty much the balance of these two groups that are fighting.
Maybe not. Like, we don't know what we will do. Like, I don't even know what they will do. They don't tell me. I just trust them.
Okay.
Like, I for fun said, okay, because I saw the previous video. Soup and Mythic, they were like, you know what? If War people pushes back, we can just check gate and go through zone 3, right? Okay, my next comment is not a strategy. It's not something we discussed. I'm just thinking, okay, what happens if our people here they stay in Lorcan and they just take gate 3 and then join here, so we basically have all the gates. What happens then? Again, this is not a discussion that we have done. It's just my question to my own team.
Just what you're thinking right now, like.
Yeah, just what I'm thinking right now. Yeah, like what will I do then?
Then
like,
nobody can enter, and they have to fight you.
Yeah, like then we can just teleport here and fight them. I guess I'm not sure, but
yeah, interesting.
But like it's just like nothing. Like everything is up in the air. Nothing is concrete.
Okay.
We just want to fight, nothing else.
But basically, what I was told is like if F2P is not here or P2P right now, whatever, it's not here, the AH would have definitely pushed forward. I think you guys are just the one preventing them from making progress because there's a lot of whales. I think you guys have a lot more stronger players than AH.
Yeah, like when we were discussing with my leadership, you know the games where it's like a zombie game with the guns, like there are like 5-6 survivors, maybe Left 4 Dead, whatnot. You know, there's like a horde. Basically, this is how we look at this game. Either our super whales, but few, survives the horde of enemies we are up against, or the hordes will actually swarm us.
Yeah.
So even we don't know who actually will win this season. Like that's what we compare this to. But it's true. We have some very strong whales. That's true. But we are few in numbers. I have seen some screenshots and I have looked at some wars where like Hive, AH, like they all meet up. Like sometimes I feel like there are like 500 players. So I legit compare it to like a zombie game, where like it's the few versus the many. So which side will win? The few have guns, but the many has multiple people.
Yeah. All right.
Like
okay.
right. Yeah. So it's interesting. Right now they're trying to push. They're trying to push Agoro, and we had some fights because you want to stream. Like we had to talk. I actually stepped back from this.
Okay. All right.
But,
so
they're
keep going.
building.
Keep going with the story then. Sorry.
Yeah.
So what's
So
next?
what did we get to? It was Shazam, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Funny thing is, Shazam, after he did everything and he was in Lorcan, he got homeless, nobody wanted him. He was actually alone in this zone because nobody wanted him, and people would just constantly zero him from time to time. MRI took him in just because he's a T5 and can be useful. Now another thing, something that people have waited for a long time. Shazam right now said that he went to Mexico for 3 weeks vacation, right?
Okay.
But he still appears in chat every single time. And he's like, I want to go to the beach, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I'm like, why don't you just do it then? Like, why type it? That guy is, I don't know, he's always personal. He brings his marriage into the game, relationships.
The witch, right? The witch.
Yes, but he also hits on other girls. We have screenshots where he admires a girl's tits and asking for full nudes and everything. We have pictures of him kissing another girl's feet, or actually maybe it was witch feet, I don't know. Like, we have some hilarious screenshots. But what happens is that the truth is that witch actually can't take him any longer, and they're no longer together, right?
Oh, okay, so they broke up. Or they married, or
Yes.
they just relationship?
I think they were financed, like they got the ring. That's it.
Fiance.
So
okay.
fiance is what I meant. Sorry. But that's over. Witch quit. Shazam changed the name of Witch account to Barbie,
Okay.
and it's now his farm account.
Okay.
Shazam then, after a breakup, he obviously needed a break. So his 3 weeks Mexico people, yes, that's his low time breakup, grief, whatever you want to call it. I'm 100% gonna get comments on this. Another fun thing is, now that people were questioning the relationship, you know, why did you talk with other girls and such? He then takes screenshots of his chat, like sending to Witch, which is now Barbie, where it's like, hey, were you okay for the, threesome, whatnot? To show that it was an open relationship.
Yeah, open.
And then I'm just asking the question, hey, dude, it's super nice that you wrote to Barbie, so it's a new screenshot, which means you just made it up. You just made it up, you know. It's not, you didn't write to Rich. And honestly, I'm just asking the people out there, if you were in a relationship with someone, will you type over Call of Dragons that the person might be online on, or will you text them on your own personal phone so they literally can see they got a text message from you? Remember, it's someone you have a relationship with.
Yeah.
So basically, he's bullshitting, and this Mexico is just him grieving over it, his loss.
Okay.
Just want to put that out there. All right.
All right.
So what's left? We have we know how why BC is fighting. It's a combination of Shazam people and DK people. We have MRR and we have AH. What am I missing here now? Any other story to cover this drama? Any questions?
I think the beginning of the war for this season makes sense. It's really, I think it really started really from the breakup of your 59, and that's pretty much how everybody influenced everybody. People talk blah 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 and kind of influence others. So maybe if 59 never broke up, you think the both servers would actually be fighting or no? Or having this toxicity basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's a war game. It's the usual bender. Yeah. I showed some pictures to my own girlfriend, and she's like, she played war games in the past, and she's like, oh, that's just the usual. It always happens.
It is normal.
It is super normal. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about Whale and Hive. Oh, how can I forget that?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we have a Hive here, right? This guy, I like him. He's a cool dude. I will first like to say that I actually enjoy talking with this guy.
Okay.
I'm as people know, like I work in auditor, I work in accounting, I work for the government and such. I love numbers. Because of this guy, I actually got better at the game with mechanics. Like if I say, what do you know of damage factor? If I say 100 damage factor, do you know what it is actually? Okay. I'm asking you.
Well, it's a multiplier for your attack.
Yes, just so 100
basic concept of it.
Yes, so the 100 damage factor is basically 100%, so that's like one time. So 1000 damage factor will be 10 times your normal attack. Things like this I figured out because I was actually communicating with Hive. Vale. The thing with Vale is that he's really smart. He calculates a lot of things. He does crazy things, but it's his personality that breaks it for him.
Okay.
And he's very political. Which means he never confirms a statement. It's very like,
very good.
Shall we hang out tomorrow? Like that's the question, right? And he will say that's likely, maybe possible. Like just to cut it out in paper. Like I know I did it too much. The concept is that he says yes, but the opposition doesn't know that it's a yes.
Yeah. Smart.
It's smart, like you can never get in trouble because you never confirm anything regardless of what you say.
Yeah.
But this means that when Whale wanted to, because he was part of Zolan, right? Like if you look at the screen, this building, like isn't insane? The coordination.
Yeah.
All alliances they're all doing. Like I believe this is Whale's doing. All this I think is Whale. Uniting all alliances, building together like in a crazy way, sharing behemoths, gates and everything, and still figuring out. I think that's Whale.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give credit to him that it's saying that he's amazing. Issue is people wants to be certain. We as a war didn't know what's gonna happen in Zone 3. Are we gonna fight Hive? Are we gonna fight AH? Who are our allies if we have allies? Okay. Are we just gonna shoot everyone? Like we are uncertain. This means that because he didn't come to an agreement, as a consequence, we're just going all out because that's the only response we have. So when we joined Lorcan, they were super pissed. Because they had amazing plans for Lorcan, like they want to wrap it up, beat the MRR, beat the BC into Zone 3, and have a war. But we were bored. We haven't done anything since Zone 1, with DK for 1 day, and we literally don't know what's going to happen.
Okay.
So because of not being certain, it led to consequences of we just going all out. And that kind of put the Whale in a bad position. He feels like he backstepped. According to him, again, I'm not the one discussing, but according to him, because I spoke with them, asked them, he says that, I'm sorry, he says that he made deals on how the game will end, how they will deal with Zone 2, how they will enter Zone 3.
Okay.
But the opposition were just clueless about it. So the thing with Whale is that I feel like the only one stopping him from being excellent is himself.
So he needs to communicate better, basically.
He needs to stop being political and
Yeah.
just make
Decision.
statements,
Yeah.
decisions. And now I will probably get an angry DM from him and saying, dude, it's not me who broke the promise, it was maybe Koala from my alliance. And then I will be like, I guess you're right.
I think he just needs to be direct, basically. So if you're watching
Yes.
this video, I mean, all he's trying to say is be more direct. Express your desire and your plans may be more clear because you're confusing other alliances in another term for what he is explaining here to us. So yeah,
As Personal said, I like the guy.
yeah.
So basically that covers a server. It's a fiesta of a lot of things. I promise you, the moment the season ends, the moment I can migrate, I'm migrating away.
But you're still gonna be stuck in that division. Don't worry.
Yeah. Look. Ferocity,
Uh,
I piss him off. Like, Dad, I could use a help. I will see you soon. My real friend leaves me, and then wrote Van
who is
Diesel
this?
Call
Who
of
is
Greg.
this? Oh,
Van Diesel is
oh,
a
the Fast and
family
Furious.
guy. Yes. And like I just like I make stupid memes, and he got zeroed. I screenshot it. No, this is in the video.
Uh,
He's gonna hate me. He's
right.
probably gonna want to zero me before I migrate when I come back to 59. Like the 5 minutes I'm there.
All right. So I know the Tamaris is very toxic as well.
It is like I think will people spit at me for typing it?
So it seems like you never mentioned anything about AH very much about like how they're quality type of players in there. It seems like they're more uh
I'm
I feel like with all the issue it's not really coming from them then.
The only issue they had was that this Chris group actually shouldn't have been what do we call it? Maybe been the R5 because he kinda made deals with DK that didn't go well. So people just feel betrayed. AH they are in a position where the enemies are people who are against them because they just didn't agree from the early on.
Okay.
So throughout the season, nothing happened additionally.
Nothing
Everything that happened
huge.
was in Zolan. Like Zolan decided their fate, if I can say it that way.
My thing here is that I think AH didn't do that bad because when you kind of resurge, yeah, typically it's gonna get broken up, and I bet you he communicated telling them that hey, you probably cannot make your own alliance in here, and you guys have to join us. Typically leaders will communicate that way. I would have communicated that way, but sometimes players like they're so stuck up and stubborn sometime, and they want to stick with every single one, and they want to remain that group. But honestly, if they would just break up and you can still communicate in a group chat. You still play together, but it's just like in a different alliance. Actually, it's not a bad thing. They could have been with the whales as well and collect gold chests too. Like that would have been beneficial for some of the players and build new friendship. I don't know.
Also, I want to say something, like just a statement.
Yeah.
People are thinking that the War Alliance right now is like super whales and people join here because they can get gold chests and whatnot, That's actually false. The people we have are already T5. The people we have are already at the top.
They don't need to buy much.
They only need to train troops.
Yeah.
So I am asking you, if you only have to train troops, how much do you think you whale compared to people who are still researching, people who are still building? Like the War Alliance actually are just a group of people who enjoys fighting. Yeah. It has nothing to do with you're with whales, you're getting gold chest. I feel like AH and GC, they have a better blessing chest than we do.
I think so too.
Like I just want to say that and confirm that we're just here to fighting.
They need to see who's winning the events because that's where the gold chest is.
I think we are winning.
Lord.
Oh, strongest lord. Yeah. So
who's on the list?
Remember that? Oh, Blitzkrieg just got up. Okay. Remember that I said that they were pushing Agoro. Sleepy alone actually beat Boyoya. He came in a few times, and Garuda.
So they're still buying a lot of packs, though. I mean, for them to win that, they still been buying packs.
Sleepy only used his healing hospital elixir. Like he didn't use anything. And remember that
Are we
we
talking
didn't.
about the armament rankings there, or is that kill event?
That was kill event. It's
Okay, what is the
Meditation Day.
armament rankings? Let's go to the rankings.
Oh, okay. Armament.
Armaments rankings. So it is
We have
FTP.
yeah, we have Ryan first because nobody wants.
Okay,
We have Garwood. We have Garwood right
it's
now.
mixed.
Nobody
It's
wants
mixed
Garwood.
there. I can see
Yeah,
that it's still mixed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody wants. Nobody wants Garwood. We can see
Yeah.
that. But the person who always wins is either Koala or Gun. We have
Okay.
a meme. I should actually show that meme if I can find it. It will take me a moment. It's an old meme.
Okay.
Basically, the meme is that no matter what you do, no matter how much you wail, Gun is just gonna double you.
Which gun?
Uh,
Which gun there? Who's gun in that?
Gun. I will show you soon.
Okay.
Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Never mind. It was the same meme format. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need to go way more back. Holy.
Okay.
You can click pause on that and you can watch it. I'm gonna show you who Gun is. Gun is a very nice person. I feel like he's the nicest person on the server.
What alliance?
He's still he's in war.
War. Okay.
I think he's in free to play right now to be part of the war, and he's actually also a big Shazam supporter because he feels because he was his previous alliance member. So this is a meme. Save up speed and resources. Push on day one Stronglord for most points, and then Gun doubles my points. Gun doubles my points. This is the meme, and I heard that after the first Strongest Lord, Crazy Doctor, like I didn't speak with him, but people were saying that he actually was in a shock when he saw how hard people were pushing. So he was in awe. Like I can confirm that as well.
Yeah, he's a big whale too. Oh, one thing that I want to say here. Apparently, Doctor started getting a message saying he pilots his account, and it was going to me. I just want to clarify, if you're watching until this end of the video, I don't have access to his account. Just to clarify that, the videos that I had was from his YouTube channel. He sent it to me because I told him to upload it so I can react to it. I'm not playing it. You know, when that video came up, I wasn't the one playing. I was just watching him play. Just to clarify that, because a lot of people like to, in this game, people love to fucking make stories up. Like, they're so good at making shit up.
Always. Like, there are two kind of people fighting in this game. People who fight in the field and people who fight in the chat.
Yeah, they just make stuff up. So anyway, just want to clarify that. People that watch until here, so that you guys can know and let people know. All right.
So basically that covers it. The neutral war people who wants to fight. Shazam, who is amazing at the beginning, but later on you realize that he doesn't really know what he's doing and he just wants to take credit. The DK people who went from Burning Lands to Zolan to was it Delaran? Sorry, Delaran. Yeah. Yes, and they're now MIR with BC fighting AH. Like that's the current state of the game.
Okay.
Is there any additional questions?
No, I think that's pretty much it. We've gone 53 minutes as of right now. So this is definitely a lot of information, and I hope people, will be able to watch until the end in here. If you guys watch until the end in here, please let us know in a comment that you finished the video, and let us know what you still think about the situation here. Whether if you're outside of the server, I think, this information here from is it Emery or Emma? Emma, right?
I react to all of it. Like entire season 1, I react to he and she, it, whatever. I react to everything.
Okay.
As long as you know it's me. You can say Emre, you can say Emma, you can say yes, all is fine.
All right, but Emery here gave us some really good detailed information. I think it was very neutral as well, not siding onto one side onto the other. So if there is anything, please comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like as well. So I think that's pretty much it. I appreciate the time that you've given us in here to discuss what is going on within the server. I think it's definitely a very interesting on how things falls apart and people decide to the disagreement in there, and it caused the war. It shows to you that in real life also that teams, once they breaking up and then try to join another team, it can also be very dysfunctional in there, and this is what causes all this issue that we're seeing in this server. So, but it's definitely fun.
I am sending you the Shazam video on Dailymotion over your Discord.
Okay, awesome. So I think that concludes our recording for now. Anything else?
I have everything set and done.
Awesome. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you again. Oh.
Can I do a shootout?
Yeah, go, 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 go.
Okay. First, I want to do a shootout to Sleepy from War and Rosalia from AH. They are the perfect couple.
Oh,
I'm the wingman, by the way. I'm the wingman.
are they couple? Are they actually dating or?
No. We want them to. That's basically it.
Oh, okay. They're officially a guy and officially a woman.
Yes.
Okay.
So AH, we are coming for her. Just so you know. Just so you know. That's
or
it.
Maybe you guys will then end up joining AH.
I mean, if Sleepy's going, I'm going.
The thing here is that eventually, what I see in here, you guys are in a very tough position with War. You know why? Because right now you're playing both sides. You're in neutral. So hypothetically, I'm not gonna incite anything in here. Hypothetically, if these two teams decided like, okay, screw this, you guys are just messing with us, they start fighting you guys get nothing at the end of the day. So I think for the leadership of War, at the end of the day, you guys need to learn how to decide also which side you're gonna go for in this season, and you can indicate it saying that, okay, for this season we're just choosing this, but we're not choosing a whole team, we're just choosing to support this and to end the season with with this team. So I think putting yourself in the middle will also screw you guys in the long term, especially once the dragon opens. That's what I think. So for the leadership of War, you guys need to decide which group you're going to support. I don't care whoever it is, but I think you guys need to decide who is that you guys are going to be backing up.
I will let the leadership decide that, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm just
level.
saying that in this video so that whenever your leadership come and watch, give them a little bit of perspective, because once you're in the middle, man, it's difficult. Right, you can't decide, and once the rewards opens up, you guys they're gonna want that inside, and you guys gonna want it, and you guys gonna have to pick sides because there's gonna be War all out. But yeah,
it will be fun.
Yep. Anyway, yeah, thank you for this video. We'll conclude the recording now, and yeah. Anyway, we'll see you guys again next time.